Hey guys, welcome to another movie review. Today we're going to take a look at the Avengers Age of Ultron. Now this will contain spoilers. You don't necessarily have to be watching this review. You can just listen to it while you do something else, which actually this is the kind of videos that I enjoy the most. So I don't have a lot of time, so I'm gonna get right to it. Well, in general, the movie's great. I loved it, but not as much as the first Avengers movie. Now, Iron Man, wow. What can I say? He stole the movie again, like he did in the first installment. He's got awesome quips, the running gags, his sense of humor in general. That man was born to play Iron Man forever. So they can't James Bond him or fucking whatever. He's Iron Man, period. He's got great tech, like the Hulkbuster, the armors, everything. The Hulkbuster now was awesome. The first time I saw it on the trailers, I wasn't too convinced because it didn't look exactly like in the comic books. The comic book version, the first one, is great. One of my favorite armors. But it grows on you. Now the battle between the Hulk and the Hulkbuster, this is a concept art, by the way. It's not the real deal. But the battle was awesome. In fact, it was my favorite part of the movie. Now the OS or the AI's Veronica is an Archie reference, since claiming Hulk doesn't have a Betty to calm him down, he needs a Veronica. Now both these are Archie characters for those of you who don't know. Besides Jarvis, there's another one called Friday, which he uploads into one of his armors. I'm going to talk about that in a bit. And when he chooses the operating systems that he has stored in some kind of a flash drives, there's one that caught my attention, Jocasta. Now, for those of you who don't know, this Jocasta OS is Ultron's girlfriend, so to speak, in the comic books. And if I'm not mistaken, later Wasp's consciousness is transferred to Jocasta's body. So she's like a female Ultron, so to speak. No modular armor, though. For those of you who know what I'm talking about, the modular armor is this one. Why do I complain about it? Because the Hulkbuster you see here in the comic books is an extension of this one, of the modular armor. But, well, they missed a step. What can you do? But after this Hulkbuster armor, there is one great armor that is my favorite in the movie universe, which is the Mark 45. This one right here. You can see it in some of the trailers. It's got more red than yellow, which I like, and the shade of red they chose for this armor is amazing. This is the armor which has the Friday OS uploaded into it. So yeah, take a good look at it. I can't wait to draw this thing. It's awesome. It's my favorite, along with the Hulkbuster, the Romeo, Mark 37, Mark 7, Mark 5, and all those. War Machine was good, but I didn't think he was exactly necessary to be in that movie. I think the main reason for him to be there is an excuse for the new Avengers. Right? Although they need Spider-Man if they have to get the new Avengers. And I miss Pepper Potts. She's referenced a lot of times throughout the film, but still, I miss Pepper. Tony Willett Pepper is not the same thing. Now, Maria Hill, it's great. Nice to see her on screen, and she kind of takes the spot Pepper Potts left. So, yeah. Nick Fury, great. Nice to see him on screen. How he appears in the movie, very secretly, very spy thingy. That's his jam. It's good. Now, Captain America, great again. Although he'll always be the Human Torch to me, but he's great at playing Stephen Rogers. Great action sequences. He shows leadership finally in this movie. But once he takes orders from Thor without hesitation, that speaks very highly of him since he's a soldier. So, very good one there, Chris. I like it. He's got great moments. The best moments of him when he's not fighting are with Iron Man. He's got great quips when he scolds him about the language, and Tony's making fun of that throughout the whole movie. He even tells all of the Avengers, even Nick Fury, about it. And he gets owned by Nick Fury in that matter later in the film. And when they're chopping piles of chopping logs, and he breaks one with his bare hands. And when Tony's called to the barn to fix the tractor thing, he says Tony tells him, "Don't take from my pile." So that's a quip that had me laughing for minutes, and the whole theater as well. I'm sorry, I'm reading my notes. I'm having kind of a hard time here. I've got a lot of time. The Peggy Carter cameo, great. I love Peggy Carter. I'm in love with the woman. She's great, and it's a nice addition to the movie. It's always nice to see her on screen. Kudos to Marvel for that. I appreciate it. Now Thor, great, very nice. The hammer lifting scene where each and every one of the Avengers tries to lift it to see who's worthy, so to speak. And when Cap tries to lift it, he moves it a little bit. The facial expression or the look on Thor's face is definitely priceless. All right. Stanley cameo, by the way, that was great. One of his best cameos in the MCU. Excelsior. Very nice one there, Stan. You're the man. It's nice to see the Generalissimo on screen every time he can. Now Hulk, it's great. I can't say more. Great. Now, although it's sad to see him leave after at the end of the movie. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but did anyone else think of Planet Hulk when he was leaving? Maybe. I know they can't make Hulk movies yet, but still, that sounded a lot like Planet Hulk to me. Hawkeye, good. Now, although everything in the whole movie, everything pointed he was going to die. In the film, he doesn't. Okay, but the whole family story, it was totally unnecessary, and it was very uncomfortable for me because I have there's a teeny little detail which I have a problem with personally. It's nothing against the actors or the movie, but that's the reason why I'm only gonna watch the movie twice, which I already have, and that's it. No more for me. As much as I like the movie, I'm not gonna go through that whole family thing again. Unless I have the DVD, of course, then I can skip the scenes. Now, Pietro and Wanda. Pietro, why did he have to die? I mean, it makes no sense. You just introduce a character and then you kill him off in the first movie without even giving him more movies to act. Now, sportswear for costume? Sneakers, really? What is it with Marvel? What do they have against spandex, or at least a decent costume, for God's sake? Now, if Pietro doesn't have the traditional kind of spikes from his hair, or his signature hairdo, he's not Pietro for me. He looks remarkably like Quicksilver, though they can't name him Quicksilver because they have a mutant in the Fox universe. But yeah, it was nice. Now, he was owned by Hawkeye with that bullet shot from the floor. Very, very nice there. Not crazy about the accent, though. Wanda, she's good. Elizabeth Olsen's very pretty. I love to see her on screen. And she has very funny-looking faces throughout the movie. Her facial expressions she makes at some points, like when Tony grabbed the Loki scepter. The look on her face when he's grabbing it, it's priceless. It had me laughing for hours. No costume too. What the hell? Would it have hurt too much to at least give her a tiara? I'm just saying. Now, they can't call them by their superhero names, and they can't say they're mutants because of what I just explained with Fox and everything. But please, don't go with the Inhuman bullshit. Don't make them Inhumans. They call them enhanced in the movie, but it's okay. I don't care about that. But please, don't call them Inhumans. They're not. They're the sons of Magneto. That's it. No matter what everybody thinks or says. Black Widow, good, very hot, very pretty. I like Scarlet. Nice action sequences. Everything good in general, and we get to see more of her personally, more of her past. We get to see some of her soft sides with Hulk and the her supposed nephews or whatever. Although the relationship between her and Hulk didn't work exactly for me, but I'm okay with it. I don't mind. Now Vision, oh man, great, very very great. The Marvel Now costume, I like it. Now he has an Infinity Gem as the Solar Jewel, so very nice. We actually get to see him use it, and the gem was actually in Loki's scepter. So yeah, I was right, and they were right. Loki's scepter was one of the Infinity Gems. I'll talk about that later on the review. He's the only one of the whole Avengers besides Thor that can actually lift Mjolnir. So that's very, very good. And the way he was awakened with the thunder and all that thing, Frankenstein. He was awakened a la Frankenstein. But very, very nice addition there. I loved it. And the fact that he jokes with the fact that he was literally born yesterday, I thought that was a great thing. And his phasing powers are really good. I thought they wouldn't add him in, but I'm surprised to see they did, and I'm glad. Now Ultron, he's good. I loved his sequences, his quips, his lines, but when it comes to the shape of Ultron, his aesthetics, he looks like a fucking Transformer. And I don't like the aesthetics of the Transformers movies, so I didn't like that. Man, he's a damn robot. I know he's AI, he's supposed to be advanced, cutting edge, and all that shit, but he's a robot nonetheless. He's not supposed to move his mouth or eyes. For that matter, Ultron's henchmen or minions look better. Look more like the comic book deal. So, yeah. And where's Hank Pym? There's no Ultron without Hank Pym. What they should have done is release Ant-Man with Hank Pym, not with Scott Lang. It's not that hard to find a blonde guy who can play a scientist in the superhero. Come on. And then say release Ant-Man now, and then in the summer release Avengers. All right, but well, since they don't have Pym to blame for all that stuff, and they didn't have Spidey at that time, who would they blame for all this? Tony Stark, of course. It's like the Spider-Man of the MCU. All the bad things happen to him. Right. Helicarrier, good. Nice to see it again. I thought it was like another character for what it did and the saving people deal and everything. I thought that was brilliant. Now there is a mid-credit scene. Stay after the credits start. We'll show it. They'll show it at the middle of it. Basically, the scene is Thanos entering a vault and grabbing the Infinity Gauntlet. Okay, it's not the same that was guarded in Odin's vault in Asgard. There's another gauntlet without the gems. I didn't know that until 2 days ago. So that was good. We have 4 gems released, 2 to go. Now Thor is aware of the Infinity Gems, which that is a great thing. They're setting up everything for Infinity War. No post-credit scene, although before watching the movie, about a week before, I got sent a supposed after-credit scene with Spidey in it. Don't worry, it's no spoilers, and it's not in the actual movie. So I'll post a link in the description box below, so you can see it or you can watch it. Very good and very funny. Now Ulysses Claw. Andy Serkis, very very nice. Although he got little screen time, it's nice to see him on screen. They're setting a path for Black Panther. Wakanda. We know there's a Wakanda and there's vibranium there. Those of you who haven't read comic books now, you know. Those of us comic book readers, we already knew that, but they clarified it. There's no scene where the lady takes off her gown or dress and gets into the mystical lake. I didn't see it there. Now he gets his arm cut off by Ultron. Now Kevin Feige said that there's a Star Wars reference in all the Marvel Phase 2 movies, hence the arms being cut off